Hey guys, it's Ariana, and for today's video I'm going to be filming an album review on the album Mania by Fall Out Boy. So this might seem like an unexpected thing. I haven't done an album review in the longest time, but my goal for 2018 was to start doing some more album reviews, and I thought I would start off with Fall Out Boy's new album because it was requested that I either do an album reaction or an album review, and I'm kind of over album reactions. Like, I'm just over that kind of content because I don't even watch it. I've literally probably watched like 3 album reactions in my life. And I actually do watch album reviews, and I do enjoy hearing other people's opinions on albums, so that is what I'm going to be doing today. So first of all, I just wanted to say I did make a song reaction to Young and Menace whenever that came out, and I got a lot of backlash for it. I got so much hate because I didn't like the song, and I kind of went a little hard on it, but you know, that's what I'm a YouTuber, just gotta do things, you know? But yeah, ever since that, people are asking me to check out the album when it comes out because maybe my opinions will change and maybe I'll like the full album. I do enjoy some of Fall Out Boy's older material, like from before their hiatus, and then I also really liked the EP Save Rock and Roll. That's actually how I got into Fall Out Boy. I don't really listen to them as much anymore, but I can still appreciate some of their older works, and I did check out this album, and I'm here to make a review. Cut me some slack, I haven't made a review in probably a year, so here we go. So first I just wanted to say, when I first listened to Mania for the first time, I felt like I was listening to like a bunch of different albums mixed together, like maybe like a mixtape or something, because none of the songs really felt like they fit. Like, there was a lot of songs on the album and I'm just like, why are you here? Why do you sound like completely different? It just wasn't like a cohesive piece to me, in my opinion. I felt like I was listening to like a mixtape, essentially. I also found, even if I did enjoy a song, I don't think like they're not that memorable to me. The only memorable thing about them is that they won't leave my head, and it's not like, oh, I'm happy this song is so catchy, it's in my head. It's like the songs I hate that get stuck in my head. But there are some songs I do like on this album, so this isn't just like a hate review, just letting you know. Also, just from listening to this album once, I found that it was very repetitive, and that is one of the biggest problems I had with Young and Menace whenever it came out. It was so repetitive that it's annoying. Like, I do not want to listen to the same lyric over and over and over again. Now, I do think if this album would have came out 6 years ago, I probably would have liked it. I would have thought, hey, this repetition is kind of good. And I guess maybe the thing they're going for is more of like a radio sound, which is fine. Bands change their sound, I don't have a problem with that. It's like it got so repetitive to a point that it was annoying, because there is some pop music that honestly I like, and it's like not bad in my opinion, but like this was just so repetitive that I wanted to rip out my headphones. In the song Young and Menace, obviously there's a lot of repetition. I mean, that whole song is basically repeating the same thing over and over again, and half the song is like that bass drop thing, which I'm not gonna get into it because I don't like the song, okay? I felt like the last minute of Champion was also just like very repetitive. It was just literally repeating itself for the last minute of the song. And Church, like, I kind of tuned out when this song came on because I didn't really like it that much, but then it kept saying, if you were Church, I'd get on my knees, something like that. And like, I heard that lyric so many times that I stopped daydreaming and like I paid attention to the album, because like honestly, like, cool, like it was a cool lyric like the first time I heard it, but I do not need to hear that lyric 80 times. Like, I got the point. Now to get into some positive things about the album. I think the start of the album, the first beginning 4 tracks, are actually pretty good. Like, I don't know if I'd actually go back and listen to them again and again, but I did enjoy listening to them. I thought there were some pretty good songs. Not something I would like typically go pick out and listen to, but like they were catchy and like they were pretty good. So the starting track, Stay Royal Frosty Milk. So the first track, Stay Frosty Royal Milk Tea, I had to look down, I could not remember the name of the song, it's too long. It honestly grabbed my attention right away, and I heard that song and I'm like, ooh, is this album actually gonna be good? Like, I was like kind of shook because honestly, like, I thought it was a good song and I was not expecting that, but I did try to go into the album unbiased, by the way. Yeah, it has a tiny bit of like a little rougher sound to it, not like rough. I'm not gonna go in and be like, oh my god, this song has some heavy lines. No, but it just has a less like polished feel in some places of the song. I honestly really like that song. I think it's a good one. I actually might even go back and listen to it because like it was pretty good. Last of Us, which is the second song on the album, I thought it was catchy, I thought it was good, but it's just not something that's gonna stick. Like, it still does not stick. It's just very forgettable to me, but I don't know, it sounds better than a lot of the other songs on the album, which I guess is a good thing, obviously, but it's just not something that I really think of or even remember that's on the album. Hold Me Tight or Don't is so catchy, and I like the little like tropical vibe to this song. I think this might be my second favorite track on the album. I think the tropical vibe of the song really is what made it. It's different, I like it. I feel like a lot of bands are starting to implement some more like reggae, I wouldn't really say reggae, but like tropical influences into their music, and I think it's cool. I really liked that. I thought it was a great addition to the song. But the only thing I thought was kind of weird, like every time I heard it I was just like, what? Was like some of the lyrics, they just were kind of like weird to me. Like, it was talking about fudge and stuffing, and like I think it was referring to a person. I don't really remember, but I remember hearing fudge and stuffing and just kind of being like, what? But I feel like with a lot of lyrics on this album I was just kind of like, what? Like, what is this? And I feel like some of the lyrics were also like really trying hard to be relatable to like those emo teenagers, which like I guess I could see working, but like just, I don't know, to me they're just like cringy and weird. The song Wilson Expensive Mistakes was another one of the songs I really liked on the album. I thought it was good. I really liked the sound of the song. The only problem I had was a lyric, once again, and that was the lyric, I'll stop wearing black when they make a darker color. Nothing wrong with that lyric. I'm pretty sure it was like a whole like Addams Family like reference, but they said it so many times and it honestly kind of just felt cringy. I get the whole like wearing black thing, but like when I hear that lyric, the only thing I can think of is like emo 12-year-olds wearing black, saying that line, wearing 21 Pilots merch, and it's just like all I can envision in my head, and it was repeating it so much and that image was just getting played into my head, and I was like, I don't want to be picturing this. And I don't mean to be mean, but like I couldn't. That lyric was weird, but I did like the song. Then we got to the song Church, and this is where the album went downhill for me. This is where I started not liking as many songs, or not really liking any songs. This song, I felt it was just kind of annoying. Like, it was repetitive and it was annoying. And then you got the song Heaven's Gate, which it's okay, like the sound, there's nothing really wrong with the sound, but it's just kind of boring and not memorable. And then you get to the song Champion, which I feel like had no real purpose. It was kind of like a weird song to me. I didn't like it, it annoyed me, it was repetitive. Once again, there's so many songs on this album that are annoying and repetitive. Then we get to the song Sunshine Riptide, and when I heard this song, I literally had to be like, what? Like, this is my least favorite song on the album. I think it's so bad. Now, if you like this song, like, okay, but it was just weird, it was bad, it just does not sound good to my ears. Now, the feature on this song, like, his part is good, but it does not fit in with the song. I like his style of music, like I might go check out some of his music, but it sounded weird with the song, and I guess they were going for like the reggae kind of feel, but like they cannot do that sound. Like, it did not sound good. I don't know what they were thinking. It was just, no, they cannot do reggae. Like, I like reggae, but like that was just bad. But I like the feature, but then not with them. It was just too much and it was bad and I hated it and it was so annoying, and I really hope I never have to hear that song again. Then we get to the song Young and Menace. We all know how I feel about this song, but then when we get to the song, it's really like chill, and like you're like, I kind of hate this song. Well, maybe you're not thinking that, but I'm thinking that. And I'm like, okay, and my camera cut me off, but I feel like after this song, I felt like this song, like the album was over. Like, I felt like that was it. It was over, but then another song came on, and that was Bishop's Knife Trick. Now I don't particularly think this was a bad song. It just felt like it didn't fit. It felt weird, like the placement was weird. I think maybe if it was placed in a different spot on the album, I wouldn't not like the song as much, but I just felt like at that point I felt like the album should have been over and it was weird and it didn't fit. Overall, I do not think this is Fall Out Boy's best work. I think this is the worst album they have ever created in their lives. If you like the album, that's fine. I don't think there's a problem with that. I'm not saying like, oh, you can't like Fall Out Boy. This is just my opinion. I won't be going back to this album. I did like some of the beginning tracks. I actually really liked the first track and I might go back to that one. But besides that, I don't really see myself revisiting this album. I think it's very repetitive, very annoying. But I feel like if you are more into like radio pop music, or like you're just getting into like rock kind of music, then you'd probably like this album. Yeah, definitely not an album of the year for me. So yeah, these were my thoughts on the album. I hope you enjoyed the video. I'm hoping to do some more album reviews soon. I really like doing them because I get to like write out all these notes and like I feel like such a professional YouTuber. Yes. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you don't hate me after watching this, thanks. It's just an album. You don't need to hate me over my opinions on an album. But yes, I love you guys a lot. I hope you have a wonderful day. Remember to smile and I'll see you guys next time. Bye guys.